Right, let's move on to this now. The hundreds of people who were displaced by severe flooding in Kwazulu Natal back in the month of April will be relocated to their new homes today. They have been moved to care centres in the immediate aftermath of the heavy rains. Now, the relocation comes amid renewed heavy downpours and warnings of localized flooding. Let's get the latest now. And our colleague who is down in Kwazulu Natal, Nobuhle Modise, joining us now. Nobuhle, good morning to you. This moment for the people who were displaced by floods back in April couldn't have come at a better time, perhaps, even though it has been a long wait for them. Just how ready are authorities there to house them in the new structures?
A very good morning, Oli. You will remember that around 14,000 people were displaced following those floods in April and May, and a few of those were put in temporary residential units, meaning that those structures would then be demolished and then houses would be built in those. Other people were given building material, and then there were just those people who were just completely homeless that had nowhere to go, and then they were then placed in mass care centres. You will remember that we did visit one of those mass care centres in Pietermaritzburg in early November, and the tone from the people there was one that was very displeased with the way government was handling where they were. They were in a hall, and their cry was basically that they don't want to spend Christmas, not another Christmas, but this Christmas rather in a hall. And so those people are part of those 1,600 that were left following those floods, and they were in the mass care centres, and they will then now be moved. We're actually expecting the MEC for Human Settlements, Dr. Ntutuko Mahlaba, as well as Premier Nobuhle and the Mayor, Mxolisi Kaunda, to update us in this hour regarding those relocations. We are at one of the buildings called the Astro Buildings here in the Durban CBD, where some of those people have been placed. And what they've explained to us is that this relocation is going to be something that continues throughout the week. They've identified other places in Durban and in Pinetown. So this is not just the only building that will be housing those people who are displaced.
Modise, thank you very much for that update. We are going to be watching that space very closely, and she's going to help us keep us updated.